everybody, and welcome to the third episode of the Film Studies Club podcast, a podcast about movies. Today we are we have me, our host Robert Burke, and my constant co-host.
Constant, that's right.
Poho, say your name.
Oh, Pahol Chabra.
And we have our normal tech guy and fact checker dude, Nicholas Manna.
You didn't let me say my name again.
Yeah, I don't let you say your name. Pahul can say his name, but you can't.
Okay.
And today
Pahol Chabra.
And today we have a special guest,
Michael Bunty.
Yeah. That just sounds like that just sounds like a.
That was so quiet. I don't think anybody.
That sucked.
when I play it, it plays in the recording.
Nick, you were screaming into your mic right now. You were so loud.
Okay.
Okay. So since we do our podcast via Zoom, and we all learned how to use the change background feature, we all have different backgrounds this week. So each one of us is going to explain our background. So Nick, you want to start with yours?
Mine is a really scuffed version of the annoying orange.
What does scuff mean?
Scuffed means like just it's like the original, but just like a Walmart version.
I didn't know that was a word.
I don't like how people use the word Walmart to describe something bad. Every time I've gone to Walmart, I found it wonderful.
Yeah, Pahul is a regular at Walmart. He's actually banned at 3 Walmarts across the United States because of
that is not true.
He actually got his shirt that he's wearing today from Walmart.
And that's true. I did get this from Walmart.
Yeah, I know you did. That's why I said it.
My background is a picture of Quentin Tarantino, and he looks really stupid, and he has a pair of sunglasses pointing, and I can't really tell where it is.
And he has no teeth.
He has a little bit of teeth.
He has no teeth.
Oh shoot! Wait, Robert.
Yeah.
You didn't make a post asking for questions.
No, I did.
Oh, you did? I didn't get it in my feed.
See.
Wow. Okay, and also Pahul, explain your background.
Well, my background cannot be explained because that would be a spoiler for the rest of the episode.
Oh,
But,
that's actually a good point. And
Yeah.
Michael Bunty, what is your background?
It's our Model UN conference. Here we have Robert here, and then we have Pahul.
The audience can't see you.
I don't care.
The funny part about this picture is that we're all wearing basically the same outfit with jeans and a Model UN shirt, and we're all smiling. Pahul is standing there, not smiling, looking as serious as ever, with not a Model UN shirt on, and he still claims that he is the constant. He still claims that he's a constant when he looks different from everybody else.
But throughout all my pictures that have ever been taken of me, I'm either crying or I'm constant.
There's pictures of you crying?
Yeah, when I was born, babies cry when they're born.
How were we supposed to know that? And also,
no, we were supposed to know that. What?
When you look at the pictures of Pahul, I mean, he's the first one you notice because he's different from everyone else. He's just trying to stand out.
What's that supposed to mean? You got that racist?
Yeah, Pahul, Nick, that wasn't that was a little risque.
What do you? He's the one. We all said that he's the one that looks different. So why would we not?
Berkeley doesn't like racists.
Wow. Okay, Nick. Anyways, so our topic for this week is the 2020 Oscars Best Picture nominees. Every year,
now I can explain my background. I can explain my background now.
Okay,
my background are all the Best Picture nominees for the Oscars. Now you can go ahead, Robert.
He's helping us keep track. Anyways, every single year, I obviously try to see all of them because I am a movie reviewer. Michael Bunny is eating Doritos since you guys can't see.
Cool Ranch
Doritos.
This is a really good podcast.
I think that Cool Ranch is like the best flavor, not gonna lie. I don't like nacho cheese.
Yeah, Cool
Nacho
Ranch
cheese
is so good, but I try not to have too much Cool Ranch because I don't want to get sick of it.
That's true. That's a very good point. But if you ever want to not have Cool Ranch anymore, you just eat so much that you puke, and then you can never look at Cool Ranch again, and then you don't get
No, that's what I don't want to happen because I like Cool Ranch.
No, No, but what if you want to lose weight or something, Robert? What if you don't want Cool Ranch anymore?
Have you guys
Just
ever
don't
had
buy
cheddar
Cool Ranch.
jalapeno Cheetos? They're really good.
I hate
Okay.
Cheetos, dude.
Anyways, so
That
every
sucks.
single year, Pahul goes out and watches all of the Best Picture nominees, and of course, I do that anyways because I am a film critic. So we decided that for today's episode, it would be a good idea to do all of the nominees. So we Nick is taking a picture. So we are going to start out. We're going to do it in alphabetical order. We're going to start out with the first one, which is Ford v Ferrari. And this plot is about a dude who loves car racing driving, but he can't do it anymore for some reason I forgot. So then he becomes a manufacturer of the cars, and this dude named Christian Bale is really good at it. So then they hire the two of them, and they're going to make a car by Ford to beat Ferrari. Ford v Ferrari.
Go America.
So Nick and Michael have not seen this movie. So after we give our thoughts, they will commentate. But Paul Hull, what are your thoughts on Ford v Ferrari? Michael just left.
Okay. So
Oh my gosh, wait. Bia Lorez is also not wearing a Model UN shirt and blue jeans.
Well, I don't want to be the guy who harps on Bia Larez, but she can do whatever she wants. She has power, she's a principal's daughter. I mean, God, that's powerful.
That's pretty true. Paul Hull, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts on Ford v Ferrari?
Well, it's interesting you asked me that, Robert, and I'll tell you why.
That's great. Yeah. Why, Paul Hull?
Well, Ford v Ferrari is I don't know, man. I think I liked it. I watched it a long time ago, and I remember thinking, you know what, this is a pretty cool movie. Again, of course, I didn't watch this in theaters. The only Best Picture movie I saw in theaters was 1917, and Ford v Ferrari was not a good movie. Why are you laughing? I'm just giving my rating.
Michael's like blank seat.
I'm just staring at Quentin Tarantino.
We need to not do backgrounds. It's so distracting, I swear.
Okay, no, but seriously, no.
Yes.
Ford v Ferrari, I think it was pretty decent. I think they did a swell job doing it, and I found myself pretty prideful for America. I was humming the Star Spangled Banner afterwards. It was a very prideful moment for me as a citizen of this country.
I will agree with you. I think Ford v Ferrari is the most patriotic of all of these movies
Except
that
for
were
Jojo
nominated.
Rabbit.
It's
Joker.
interesting that it was the one that was like the least likely to win. I am personally not a big fan of Ford v Ferrari. Like, it's good. It's an entertaining movie. Oh, Michael is back. He has a whole plate of food with him. He has a hot dog, which he has eaten.
Oh my god, another one.
Yeah, no, Michael has eaten so many hot dogs. Anyways, Ford v Ferrari is like, it's a fun movie and it's entertaining, but my God, it is so cliche. It is so predictable. And honestly, I don't remember much about the movie.
Oh,
Like-
I remember something about the movie.
What?
Like the. Oh wait.
Oh, okay,
Never mind.
yeah. Spoiler alert.
Cut,
We're bleeping
cut,
that, yeah.
Yeah, we're bleeping that out. But anyways, I just didn't find much memorable about it, and I don't know. It was just
I think
okay.
Matt
It was,
Damon is a treasure. I really like Matt Damon.
Oh yeah, Matt Damon is
Yeah.
just an awesome guy. Like, even if he's
Yeah.
not the greatest actor, he's still just an awesome guy, and he's just awesome
Yeah,
in this movie.
He's pretty dope. He looks dope. He acts dope. He sounds dope. Everything about him is dope.
Michael, Pahul, Michael, Nick, do you guys have anything to say about Ford v Ferrari?
Sounds pretty cool.
Vroom vroom.
Michael.
Nick, you have some facts about Ford v Ferrari, right?
I do. I only have one fact for each of the movies just because we have so many topics to cover.
Right.
So
Wise, very wise.
anyways, one of the main actors, or the main actor, I don't really know, I haven't watched the damn movie, is Christian Bale. And from his past.
Nick, real quick. Look at Pahul's screen. Look at the top left corner. You see how Christian Bale is the name on the poster?
Oh, I can't read that far.
Nick can't read. That's what I got from that. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, I can't read. Anyways, so from his previous movie thing, whatever, which I forget what that was.
Batman.
No. Okay.
Wasn't Christian Bale Batman? He was Batman, right?
Yeah, he was, but that wasn't his like the movie that preceded.
I'll fact check what his last movie was because the fact checker is busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Christian Bale, for this role in Ford v Ferrari, he had to lose 70 pounds, and he did so in 7 months. And what's funny is how he did that. When asked how he did that, he just said, "I didn't eat."
Christian Bale didn't eat for 7 months, guys.
And that's my fact.
Wasn't Christian Bale in that one movie about the anorexic guy?
Oh,
The Machinist or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. His last movie before that was Vice, and he had to get fat.
Yeah. That's the movie. I forgot.
Yeah, no. So Christian Bale has like a history of like losing and gaining weight a lot.
Oh yeah, that's
And
like Christian Bale's
I think he
thing.
might die like when he's 50 or something because of that. Because I don't think that's healthy, you know.
Kind of like
Like he might be.
Don Shorney.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
Don
it is a lot like
Shorney.
him.
Don Shorney did lose a lot of weight recently. Yeah.
He had a bunch and then he lost it like very drastically.
Because he started.
Also, Christian
but to
Bale
be
is
fair-
46, so Christian Bale has 4 more years left, according to Pahul. If that ends
Well,
up being right,
R.I.P.
you're going to
Christian
be
Bale.
called a conspiracy theorist.
R.I.P. Christian Bale. Okay, let's move on. Let's move
All
on to
right,
the next
our
movie,
next
baby.
one.
Wait.
Okay, transition sound effect.
Wait, sorry, I'll play that louder.
Nick, they're so quiet.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my speaker was low.
There we go.
Michael, what are you
Our
doing down
next
there?
movie is called The Irishman. This is 3.5 hours
Oh.
long, and it's directed by Martin Scorsese. And I actually watched one of his movies today. I watched Goodfellas. Anyways, it's a mob movie starring Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci
course
and
it
Al
is.
Pacino. And it's about this dude named Frank Sheeran who was
Oh, they can't
involved
see you.
with a dude named Jimmy
right.
Hoffa. And by doing so, he got himself into some big boy trouble. And it's a mob movie,
true.
which Martin Scorsese is famous for. And this one, thankfully, all 4 of us have seen, or at least have seen the majority of. So let's start. Let's go in order of like where we appear on the screen. So Nick,
Okay, this movie is really long. And I'm not one to watch long movies, so I gotta say this one was pretty tough to get through as much as I went through, which was like 2/3 of the movie. So
literally missed the best part of the movie.
yeah, I should probably rewatch it, but like I don't know, I kind of found it really boring. Like I'm sure if I were to be a critic, I would say that this movie is astounding. However, I'm not one of those, so I did not enjoy the movie, but I could say that it is really good nonetheless, from what I saw.
Nick, just so you know, critics usually comment on their own opinion on movies. It's not like if they dislike watching a movie, they aren't going to give it a good review just because it has good technical aspects.
Douchebag.
I guess we're allowing that word on the podcast now.
Of
So
course we are.
I personally love The Irishman like so much. I saw it once in theaters and once on Netflix, and I thought that it was just incredible. Like, and I understand what Nick was saying because it's a very long movie at 3.5 hours. And I would say that the first 3 hours of this movie is just a really well directed, very entertaining, albeit somewhat slow, but very entertaining mob movie. And I found the last 30 minutes of this movie to be like some of the most heartbreaking filmmaking from last decade. I thought it was extremely powerful. The way that it kind of tackled with morality. And it really did kind of seem like it was Martin Scorsese. It was like his swan song. Like it was like his last, even though it isn't his last movie, it was like his last major outing into the film industry. And he kind of took the mobster like life that he kind of glorified through films like Goodfellas, and he kind of humanized it and showed what it's really like getting older and having not many people around you anymore because you either drove them away or because they died. It's a very like powerful message, and I think it was told really well. Michael is lying back and eating chicken nuggets or whatever he's eating. He's eating chips. Mike, I think we've talked about Michael more than Michael has talked on this podcast. But yes, I love The Irishman. It is, I think it's my third favorite out of the films that we are going to be reviewing today, which just goes to show that 2019 was a great year for film. They're still laughing uncontrollably. Pahul?
Sorry, I'm sorry, Robert. That was very heartfelt. And yeah, I mean, from what I know, Martin Scorsese.
Apparently, Michael doesn't know how to sit in a chair properly. Now he's just gone. Michael is gone. Now, yes. It's just a picture of our Model UN trip.
No, there's
from last year.
There's a chair, idiot, or a sofa. Where'd he go?
Yeah, Michael's just gone. Anyways, Pahul, what are your thoughts on The Irishman?
I think the movie was too long. I mean, I'm
sorry.
I just think that it's too long of a movie. I didn't enjoy it because it was too long, and I was like, oh, when will this end? Like, get on with it, Jesus Christ! That was like the half of the movie was just me saying that. I was just sitting there, and I'm always like, why are you saying that? You should be saying that much. Like, why are you saying Jesus Christ that much? I was like, Mom, this is such a long movie, and my dad. I talked to my dad about the movie, and he was like, "Oh, it's such a long movie. I just had to stop, And he likes long movies. I can't. I'm not.
We just gotta run through all of Pahul's family. I just realized we forgot to give scores for Ford v Ferrari. Let's do that now. I'm gonna give Ford v Ferrari a 6.5 out of 10.
I would go with a B, a solid B.
We'll say scores for The Irishman after Michael. So, Michael, what are your thoughts on The Irishman?
I really liked The Irishman's emphasis on what happens to the mobsters later in their lives. The characters that we watched, they all just died of old age, completely isolated from their families, and even the other people, it talked about like when they died and how they died. And I think a big emphasis of the movie was that no one ended up happy, and I think that's important. I also thought that the 3 timelines story structure was interesting, of the kind of the current timeline, and then him when he's old, and then the middle-aged timeline. Because when you're seeing the clips of the middle-aged timeline when they're on the car ride, you think that everything's okay. But then when the current timeline merges into the middle timeline, and then it just was a big shock. So I liked it.
You might want to bleep that out, Nick, because that was a spoiler. But thank you, Michael.
Cool. I forgot about that. Oopsies.
I need a timestamp. 24 minutes.
24 minutes? We're only through 2 movies.
Damn.
Okay, let's start going a little bit faster. So let's all give our score. So, Nick, what was your score for The Irishman?
B.
Pole. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10.
I gave it a 9.25.
8.
B plus.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Paul.
Michael. I'm sorry, Michael.
All right, our next movie is.
Hey!
Oh wait, we need a transition sound effect.
We also need facts, idiot.
Oh, ha ha.
Don't try to cut my time.
I want to.
Anyways, so The Irishman, as I said before, it's a really long movie, and it's Martin Scorsese's longest film, and apparently the original cut is 4 hours long. 4 hours! That's too much for a movie! Sorry.
There's some really good 4-hour movies out there.
If you start watching the movie while you're driving, you'd get to San Francisco by the time you end the movie. That's insane.
You could also kill someone.
Thank you, Michael.
No, the Film Studies Club podcast does not condone watching movies while driving. Let that be known.
That's true.
Unless you're in a Tesla.
All right, our next movie we have.
No, dude, come on.
We have all seen the next movie as well, which is Jojo Rabbit. This one is about a Hitler youth who loves Hitler, but then his mom lets a Jew in their house, and he's like, "Do I hate Hitler? I don't know." Nick, what are your thoughts on Jojo Rabbit?
Oh my God. Okay. I saw this movie. Like I had no idea what this movie was, and then my friends were like, "Hey," just like randomly just said, "Hey, come with me to watch this like random movie that I had no idea." And
Friend is in me.
and Michael and Isabella, not Pohol.
And me.
And Robert. Anyways, I had no idea what I was getting into, and when I got out, I was really happy. This movie can make you so goddamn happy. I love this movie with all my heart, and it is my favorite movie of last year. That's all. That's all.
You sound very robotic there, but thank you
Wow.
for the feelings.
That's Nick showing emotion. My thoughts
Um,
on Jojo Rabbit. I also really do enjoy this movie. I don't think that it has quite the like emotional like gut punch that a lot of these other movies do, which is why it's not as high on my list. But I still think it's so entertaining and it's so like sweet, and honestly, it's just like a very kind movie, and it's a movie that kind of just shows like that even though there's bad in humanity, humanity can also be good, and I really like it for that. And also, this has like such good set design and such good costume design. Like it was my pick for costumes at the Academy Awards, and I thought I would just point that out. But yeah, very well made movie, very stylized, and I can't wait to see what Taika Waititi will do in the future.
Oh.
all right. This movie, huh. I didn't care that much about this movie. I was watching it and I was like, yeah, whatever.
Nick disappeared into Annoying Orange.
So I was like, whatever about this movie. I don't really care for it. It's a nice movie, I guess, but like, whatever. Blah blah blah. Nazi Germany bad.
You're dead.
Yeah, okay. Downwards to Michael.
It's actually upwards on my screen.
On my screen, it's
Oh,
to the
shoot.
right.
On my screen, it's to the right as well.
See, this is why Zoom sucks. Down to Michael.
Okay. Overall, I like the movie. I don't know if I found it super exceptional. I liked it. My only comment on it is the director of it. He also directed Thor Ragnarok, right?
Yes.
And he cast I'm curious why he wanted to cast himself as Hitler. Like, did he just?
I know.
It just seems horrifically entertaining.
Oh, that's a good transition into facts. What was that, Nick?
Well, the director actually is Jewish, and the reason he wanted to play Hitler and actually make this movie was this isn't verbatim, but he wanted to say "screw you" to Hitler, so he made this film.
I mean, that makes sense. He portrays Hitler as like an idiot, kind of, during the movie.
Oh, also, I just want to say, none of us on the podcast condone the actions of Nazi Germany or Hitler. That's it. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
Let's go.
Paul. Michael, do you have any more thoughts on Jojo Rabbit?
No.
All right, well, let's give our scores. Start off with Nick.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna give this an 8.75 out of 10.
Me or you?
73 out of 100.
3 out of 100?
73.
Oh, gotcha.
C plus. C.
Okay, nobody except us finds this podcast funny. Now we are on to Joker. This one is a movie about society. Have we all seen this one?
Nope.
I have.
Nick has not seen it. Okay, I'll go first then. Joker is a very controversial movie, and I understand why. There's a lot of like aspects of this movie that are like kind of bad. Like it's very amateur, and the screenwriting can be like really bad at times. But beyond that, I think that the like tone that this movie has is like really engrossing, and I think that it's kind of fascinating the world that they build. And I like how it kind of relates to the lead character, and obviously like Joaquin Phoenix carries this movie like crazy. And overall, I just found it very entertaining. I think its messages, it was like a little like skewed, and it didn't quite know what it was trying to say all the time. But when it did, I enjoyed it, and I think it just has a very very cool like pace and tone. And I already said that, so on to Pahul.
Yeah. So Yeah, I think it was an entertaining movie. I enjoyed it. I don't know if it should be nominated for an Oscar,
Yeah,
like
definitely
Best
not 11
Picture.
Oscars.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth. Like, I don't think it deserves that. And yeah, it's already been said. Joaquin Phoenix, he did a very good job. Good for him. Clap, clap, clap. And that's it. Yeah, that's my review for Joker. Moving down.
Moving
Moving
to the right.
up.
No, Michael. I thought you were going to leave. I'm sorry. What are your thoughts on Joker?
I really liked it. Let me think. So I know that one of the big critiques of the movie was that the protagonist was, or that Joker was humanized, and because then some of his actions, people got upset because his actions were quote unquote justified, and I think it's a bit ridiculous that that's the reason why a lot of people got angry about it. That's all.
Yeah.
I
His actions were justified in the movie, though, right? Like, that's
Well,
what
okay.
I got from
We're
it.
gonna have to talk spoilers if we talk about that. So spoilers.
Ooh.
Dude.
Spoilers. Let's just talk
let's
spoilers.
spoil it.
But I don't want to
Yeah.
hear it.
Nick,
Nick,
cover
shut
your
up.
ears.
You could have watched it.
I
You
couldn't
could have.
have. Well, I'd have to
Why?
buy it, and I'm not gonna purchase.
It takes like it's
So you're
$4
never
to
gonna watch
rent.
it. So you're never gonna watch it. That's the point right now. So what we're gonna do, it doesn't matter because you're never gonna pay for it. So we can talk about it, right?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
I don't consider them like condoning his actions at all, because at the end of the movie, part of what like made me a bit upset about it was that it kind of took like the centrist way out, because like the entire movie was like authorite bad, authorite bad. But then at the end of the movie, it was like lib left bad, and it was like, look how awful this guy is for, doing all these terrible things. And like by the end of the movie, when he's, he kills the person and he's like running around the hall and there's blood going everywhere. Like I felt like they were suddenly like turned on Joker and were portraying him as like this, this like terrible person. So honestly, I thought that the movie, it didn't have a problem with not with condoning the actions of Joker. I thought it just had a problem not knowing which actions to condone.
Yeah. Marvel's better.
Cool.
No.
Well,
Nick, what's some interesting facts about Joker?
Well, there were not a lot of interesting facts about this movie. The only thing I could like scrape up was that the fact that this movie apparently is supposed to mark the start of a new company for DC that like produces standalone DC movies, which is I think is interesting because that's gonna fail. I think.
I mean, Joker made $1 billion worldwide, Nick. So
That is the first actually. Wait. Yeah,
First R-rated movie.
Yeah. First R-rated movie. It was the first of something. I just couldn't remember what.
Yeah, first R-rated movie to make $1 billion, which is pretty impressive. Okay, now we're on to the next one, which only
Good job.
Pahul and I have seen. So
I haven't seen any of the movies from this point. I think I don't need to be here.
But you're our special guest, Michael Bundy.
Oh yeah, good point. I got my airborne gummies.
Why do
How
you
many
eat
of those
so
are you
much?
supposed to eat?
I don't know. I kind of want to get more food.
well, you're perfectly free to go do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get another hot dog.
Okay.
Uh,
Anyways, our next movie is Little Women, directed by Greta Gerwig, and it's about four
Preach.
sisters. Pahul.
what's up?
What are your thoughts on Little Women?
Well, when I watched it, I didn't get it. But then when I talked to you and you explained to me, like, it's supposed to be like a happy movie and everything, it's a feel good kind of movie. I think I get it, but I still don't get it because, like, it's based on a book, whatever. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, I'm just gathering my thoughts here. And I didn't. Oh, wait, we forgot to review Joker.
No, we did not.
no,
I
you
did
might
not
give the
give it a-
scores.
Oh, scores for Joker, right? Michael's gone, so that'll be a bit difficult. But Nick, you. Oh wait, you didn't see
10
it.
out of 10.
I'm gonna give Joker an 8.
I'm going to go to B.
Okay, Little Women, continue.
Yeah, so I don't know how to feel about this movie. I mean, I don't know how closely it is related to the book, but I just don't know, dude. Like it's uh, moving on. You talk. I'm gonna collect my thoughts and my anger because I did not care for this movie that much.
Wow,
Like
you're
it's a
angry
feel
about
good
Little
Christmas
Women.
movie, and it's like sometimes I get it, sometimes it's about who there's like yeah what like what it's a book like what
Get it
make,
together,
make an
man. Oh
original
my
movie.
god.
Yeah, well, are you having a stroke? Are you okay?
I just don't know what to say about this movie. I just don't know.
Oh my god.
Well, anyways, now that Paul's gotten his anger out, I enjoyed Little Women quite a bit. I really like the tone of this movie. Like, it's very different than Joker, but I have the same positive quality about it. Is that its tone is really nice. It's very lighthearted and it's very happy. And even when it gets into some of the heavier themes in the movie, it can still like retain its tone, and it ends up just being such a happy movie. And like when I think about like the feeling that you get at a third hot dog, wow. When I think of like the feeling that you get at Christmas time, Little Women always pops in my head. And I think it's just such like a kind movie, and it's just a fun one to watch. And I do need to give it a rewatch, but when I first saw it, I was just like enamored with how like fun it was. It reminded me of Lady Bird, which was directed by the same director, and I liked Lady Bird a little bit more, but just kind of the same like general tone. I ended up enjoying Little Women quite a bit, and I'm gonna give it an 8.5. And Paul,
I'm gonna
what's
give
your
it.
score for Little Women?
Oh shoot! I'm gonna give it a C.
I thought you were gonna get an F after you like screamed about it.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking about it again, and I was like, okay, whatever. C plus.
He needs some milk.
Nick, we didn't need the transition sound effect yet. We needed facts.
Oh, okay. Well, one of the main characters, played by Florence Pugh. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Pew.
Florence Pugh. She actually is the same actor who was the main character in Midsommar. And
Duh. Continue.
And so this isn't like a direct quote, but she essentially said, Robert, no cameras. She essentially said that Michael?
What did she say? She said, what did she say, Nick?
She said that she started shooting Little Women after she just after she had shot Midsommar, and she said that shooting Little Women was her therapy for having to shoot such a stress-inducing film, and I think that's really funny.
Honestly,
Midsommar was pretty stressful.
Oh,
I
it
get
was very
that.
stressful. I prefer her performance in Midsummer over
Oh,
her
me too.
performance in Little Women, and yet the
Yeah.
Little Women one was the one that got the Oscar nomination.
Oh,
Stupid, if you ask me.
I wasn't expecting Midsommar to.
Well, who are we
Well,
to
yeah, it
go
wasn't
against
going
the
to, but-
Academy? Like we're nothing. The Academy is so great. Like who are we? We're mere mortals.
Pahul, you're standing in front of the Academy.
The Academy are near mortals as well.
Yeah, but that's
yeah,
a
but
lot
they're
of
like
them.
a big collection of mere mortals.
Ah,
Yeah,
gotcha.
like-
they got more years than
yeah,
we
it's like-
do.
Yeah, it's like it's yeah.
Michael, do you have anything to say about Little Women?
I think the Academy needs to get into a fist fight with the Film Studies Club.
You want like 9,000 people to fight 4 people?
No.
I'm gonna
Like,
take I'm gonna take
everyone
Robert
in
De Niro.
Dobson's room fighting the Academy. I think we could do it.
I would agree with that.
So 12 people fighting 9,000 people instead.
Exactly.
Would Mrs. Dobson join us?
She would flip
Oh,
burgers.
shoot. Not Mrs. Dobson. Mrs. Nobson. Nancy Nobson.
No. We only said her last name, so she's still confidential.
you just said okay.
What?
Oh, you gave it away.
Maybe her first name is Mrs.
Uh-oh.
Did you say? Michael, what is your score for Joker? We never got that.
Ooh. 8.7 on IMDb.
Cool. Anyways, next up we have Marriage Story, which was directed by Noah Baumbach, and it's about two pretentious people that get divorced.
Adam Driver.
Scarlett Johansson.
Nick, what is your thoughts on Marriage Story?
I really liked Marriage Story. I thought it was very like provoking of the emotions. Provocative. I mean, sorry, I'm an idiot. Anyways, and I thought the actors were like perfect for their roles. I thought Adam Driver. I find him very attractive, but also I feel like
he's not hot.
He is the kind of.
I disagree.
Respect the speaker.
This is not JSA. This is Film Studies Club. Hey!
Yeah.
To me and a lot of other people, he's the kind of attractive in the way that like he's a father figure. Like he has like like the dad.
Like you're getting
disgusting.
I meant like he is a father figure
I don't know how
to
you
a lot
feel
of people.
I don't know how you feel about Memtana, but I don't like this dude.
Yeah,
I think he has some
Nick. I don't like the path you're going on. Just please keep on talking.
Please.
I thought they were both very parent-like, especially Adam Driver, and the fact that like
Parent-like?
yeah, like they were obviously parents in the film, and like and
okay,
had a
seriously,
child in the movie.
What parent takes their kid to In-N-Out?
That's a good question, Paul.
Are you kidding me, Paul? That's the activity you would like to question from the movie?
Well, I mean, they did drop their burgers. Oh, this is not spoilers, right? Like
No,
that's not essential to the movie, right?
That's not a spoiler. The kid drops his burger.
Oh my
from
god!
In-N-Out.
Don't spoil the burger drop scene.
Burger.
Okay, Nick, finish your thoughts.
Yeah,
man.
finishing thoughts. I thought it was very good. That's my thoughts.
Okay, Marriage Story was my number one movie of 2019 for a very long time, and now it is my number two because of another movie we'll be talking about later. What?
I was giving it a clap because this is number one, but now it's number two, and for a second's first loser or something like that. How does it say go?
The second place is the first loser.
First loser,
Second,
yeah.
First the worst, second the best.
Third, Michael Muncie's leaping it. Marriage Story, I think, is incredible because of the way that it like deals with its characters. I think it's excellent writing. The fact that it takes its characters and you at the start of the movie you kind of hate them because they're like bad people in your opinion. But as the movie goes on, you learn to like relate to them even more and more. And towards the end of the movie, you realize that
douchebags.
What?
Relatable douchebags. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is the characters are very relatable, and because of that, in the scenes where there's like where they're fighting or where they're arguing with each other, I thought it was great how I felt so attached to the characters and I related to them so much that I felt like I was watching like my own parents like fighting. And when a movie can connect you on that level, I think that it's really great. And yeah, I love Marriage Story. I think the performances are like otherworldly in it, both from Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver.
Michael has an axe in his hand right now.
Yeah, and Nick has a cat. Nick has a cat, and then Michael decided to go and get an axe for some reason. Anyways, Pahul, what are your thoughts on Marriage Story?
This is the first Oscar Best Picture nominee I saw because it was on Netflix, and this is compared to its other Best Picture Netflix counterpart, I think this is a very decently sized movie, and I think it was a good movie. Not much to say about it. Good acting, I guess. Good job. Good hustle out there, boys. Let's go.
All right. Let's give scores.
And girls.
Nick?
Wait, didn't Michael? Oh no, he hasn't. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10 as well.
I'm going to give it a 9.57.
A minus.
All right.
Tomatoes certified fresh.
Can we get a fact and then a transition sound effect?
Well, the fact is actually incredibly really funny and also awkward. So, when the director was asking Scarlett Johansson to be, the main character in the film. Well, sorry, the supporting character.
Your words are just not with you today, Nick.
Supporting actress.
Supporting actress.
She's leading actress. She was nominated for leading actress. Laura Dern won supporting actress.
Oh.
Okay, anyways. apparently when she was being asked to do this, Scarlett Johansson was going through her second divorce, which I think is really funny.
What?
Why is it funny that she was going through a divorce, Nick?
You're a screwed up person.
Well, because
sometimes,
like
Nick.
imagine
First with the Adam Driver being hot because he's a dad, and then with the Scarlett Johansson getting divorced, it's funny. Nick, on
Let
a
me
rail.
speak. Shut up.
You're like on a roller coaster that's going down, but there's no brakes. It just keeps on going down to new levels. And then eventually you're like in the middle of like the Earth's core, and then you go through it, and you're like in a whole new different dimension of lows. You know, it's bad. You're like in the nether region.
These two people are friends. I will remind you.
Anyways, so I just imagine you're like the director for the film, and then you go to Scarlett Johansson. You're like, hey, can you like be in my movie that talks about divorce? And she's like, I'm actually in the middle of a divorce. And then like they stare at each other for like 5 minutes.
You know, that's how she responded.
You have such a weird sense of humor. Okay, please transition sound effect.
The record scratch.
I couldn't hear it. Can you play it again? How appropriate. Because our next movie is 1917.
That makes no sense.
How is that appropriate? How the hell is that appropriate?
I don't know.
I mean, how the heck
1917 is about to. This is my dog.
Michael's gone again.
Michael somehow just went back into the picture and picked up Paul.
This is the worst episode.
I know the other two were so good. Like, I mean, they weren't so good. We're progressively getting worse as each episode goes on. 1917 is our next movie, and it's about two British dudes, and they have to get a message from one place to another in a limited amount of time, or a lot of their other British dudes are going to die. Sad.
True that.
Nick, have
Facts.
you seen this movie?
I have.
Thoughts?
I thought that the tricks in this movie to like hide all the edits was, I think, really seamless. Which, I mean, I guess it's not really that hard to do, but I thought that the way they did it, the way they implemented them, was very creative. And I feel like, I don't know this for a fact, but I feel like this is a really big accomplishment for cinematography in the theatrical world. Why are you laughing at me?
Can you pause? Do you guys not hear the noise that's happening?
I hear
Nope.
a dog.
My parents are talking quite loudly, and my dog just slammed into his whole body into the door.
Yes.
I don't know. Edit it out if you want. Continue, Nick. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, I think that the cinematography in this movie was a massive technological breakthrough, and I really liked it. Thank you. Those are my thoughts.
I would
Alright.
call it a technological breakthrough. I mean, hasn't there been other like? Hasn't there
Oh yeah,
been
there's
other
been tons
movies
of
that are,
one-shot
like,
movies.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
never mind,
I don't
screw
think it's
me.
a very.
No, this is the most
Yeah, yeah,
seamless
yeah.
looking one that I've seen, but it's still a one-shot movie. Oh look, I have Quentin
Are you
Tarantino's
touching
nose.
Quentin Tarantino?
I'm touching his nose.
Do you think he doesn't
No.
have any feet? Like he has feet envy. Like he doesn't have them, so like he really wants them.
You think
I wouldn't
when
be
he
surprised.
goes into the bathroom, he just
Anyways.
sits down and with them for a solid 45 minutes.
What?
You think whenever Quentin Tarantino goes into the bathroom, he just takes off his shoes and socks, and he just stares at his feet for just a solid chunk of time, and then
Yeah. Michael, talk closer to the microphone, please.
Yeah, you were barely audible. But you don't need to repeat it. Don't worry, we got it. Okay, so 1917. I think that it takes a very different approach to characters than Marriage Story. A lot of people watching this movie were like, there was no character developments, and that was one of the fatal flaws with the movie, was that I couldn't relate to the characters. But personally, the reason that I related to the characters was because Sam Mendes was such a masterful director that he created a movie that was so suspenseful and so intense that I felt like I was going through that intense experience with those lead guys. And I think that's extremely impressive when a movie can do that. Because, like, I mean, it's so difficult to mimic, to give you a sense of like true intensity and fear. And the only way that you can do that is by creating like super real stakes and making just like an atmosphere with the movie that just feels so unsafe. And Sam Mendes did that so well. And because of that, I ended up caring about the characters, and the ending ended up like delivering like a very strong emotional kind of gut punch at the end, which I thought was also really good, and kind of gave the movie a message that it kind of needed. So I really did enjoy 1917.
I feel like the soundtrack really made this movie.
It did.
Yeah.
1917 was the only movie I saw in theaters out of the Best Picture nominees.
That's good.
Don't laugh at that. And I'm
Get your
glad
hand
I
out
saw it
of
in
out of
theaters,
his mouth, Robert.
and I'm glad.
My hand's going into Quentin Tarantino's mouth. Oh no!
Too bad it's not the foot.
Oh no! Oh no! He's eating me! He's eating me!
Pahul, go ahead.
This is like a minute-long segment of Quentin Tarantino eating Robert Burke.
Oh, I have an idea. Pahul, keep on talking.
Okay. So like, yeah, I mean, this is the only movie I saw in theaters, and I'm kind of glad I did because it was quite tense, and I had fun watching it. And you know, like my hands get sweaty when I'm nervous, and my hands were sweaty as hell, man. And that's it. Yeah, I don't think I got popcorn during this movie, but if I did, it would have been much better.
What would have popcorn made the experience better?
Well, because you know that I was hungry during the movie. I get hungry.
Michael, where'd you get that?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Anyways, Michael just pulled up a picture and it says, "I hate Nick so much."
What the hell?
Just
I love
laughing. Anyways, Nick, give your score for 1917.
I'm gonna give it a 9.1 out of 10.
You gave Jojo Rabbit a 9, and you said that was your favorite.
Robert,
movie.
okay, the way I enjoy a movie and the way I think like a movie is in quality are two different things.
Weirdo. I'm gonna give 1917 a 9.25. Pahul?
Hey, I can't give it an A.
An A?
I was gonna sneeze there, and I didn't sneeze. It sucks. I'm almost gonna.
Oh,
really tempted to leave
Metacritic
the call
rating
right now,
of
just-
A.
Hey.
Michael, do you have anything to say about 1917?
I think it was a modern work of modern fiction and historical fiction that I think is incredibly important in our society.
Nice. Pahul and Nick are bro fisting. Nick, can you take a break from the bro fisting and give us a fact in the transition sound effect?
My only fact is that did you know that this movie is made to look like it was shot in one day?
I did not. Very interesting, Nick. Thank you.
And it was shot in 40mm film. Or lens, I mean. Sorry. Anyways, those are my facts.
I'm sorry. That's my feeling about this podcast so far with that sound effect. Okay. Our next up, second to last, is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And this movie stars Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. And it is about two bros in Hollywood, just chilling in Hollywood for the majority of the movie. And then there's something.
Yeah, I don't get that part. You know, like they're chilling so much. When's the action gonna happen? They're just chilling and chilling and chilling. I'm like, get on with it. Let's start actioning some stuff off. And at the end, they start jumping in the pool and burning. And then I like that stuff. You know, that was good stuff.
My thoughts
I was
exactly.
like, man, it's just like, okay, no, seriously, because Brad Pitt's doing like he's fixing some cable on the roof of DiCaprio's house, and DiCaprio's off crying to some little girl, and I forgot the actress's name, but
Margot Robbie.
she's in her house, you know, she's just in her house.
She's doing.
I don't know what that's supposed to be. She's doing house, yeah, that's what she's doing, and it's just I didn't get it, you know. I mean, maybe it was trying to depict the everyday life of Hollywood stars of the '60s, but. You know, I'm not interested about that. I know, boo-hoo.
I feel like that was a little bit for character development, but that's okay.
Well, how is her doing house stuff character development?
Well, because when she was like dancing to the music, it just tells you that she's a very giddy person. And then when she's at like a movie theater, you can tell that she wants to be like she's very proud of her like acting career and stuff like that, and she wants to be noticed. So.
Well, I don't think she wants to be noticed because she wasn't like, oh hey, I'm the actress, look at me. While
doesn't want to be noticed, and why does she have her feet take up a third of the freaking screen? That was her choice, not Quentin Tarantino.
Anyway, I enjoy Once Upon a Time in Hollywood quite a bit because I like it for the reason Pahul was confused by it. I just think it's a very chill and fun movie to watch. And it totally defies script structure. And a lot of the movie is just like, let's just walk around Hollywood. But I mean, old Hollywood in the late 60s is just an awesome environment. So, like, I didn't have much of a problem with it. And honestly, I enjoyed it quite a bit. So, yeah. Shall we do scores?
Like a
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
It's
100%.
movie.
10 out of 10.
10 out of
Wow.
10?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm giving it an 8.
B plus.
I'm tying this with my favorite movie of Jojo Rabbit.
So JoJo gets a 9 and this gets a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, Nick. Oh wait, real quick, Michael. Do you have anything to say about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? He has a note card on his head. By the way.
A Metacritic rating of 3.
3.
Yeah.
Wow, very very low on the Metacritic scale. Nick, you got any facts for us?
I do. So, you know the scene with Bruce Lee? No spoilers here, but there's a fight happens with Bruce Lee. Anyways, that scene was like the most controversial in the film, and they originally had it.
Yeah.
They originally had it for Cliff, the guy who's fighting him, to just win like outright instead of being like stopped. But he was like Quentin Tarantino was like almost forced to like have it be a draw at the end because it was just so controversial. Anyways, that's my fact.
Yeah, Bruce Lee is so good at fighting. Like I don't even know if Brad Pitt could go toe to toe with him.
He's dead, right?
Brad
Who?
Pitt?
Bruce Lee's dead, right?
Yeah, Bruce Lee's dead.
If he's so good at fighting, then why is he
wasn't that
dead?
good at fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't that good at fighting, bro.
Well, no, but he was like the best in the world. I think he died. I don't know how Bruce Lee died. Nick, fact check how Bruce Lee died.
Did Bruce?
Wait, but first we need a transition sound effect.
Oh god,
Okay. Wait, sorry, hold on.
this is bad.
What's so bad, Paul? What's wrong?
This is
Cerebral
bad
edema.
stuff, guys. Yeah, we should be joking about this. Poor guy. It's
What's
bad.
cerebral edema?
Wait, what?
Oh,
It
a
sounds
swelling
pretty
of the
bad.
brain caused by excess fluid.
It's bad, guys.
What's bad?
Well, okay. Around 7:30 p.m., he went to lie down for a nap. When Lee did not come home for dinner, Chow came to the apartment, but he was unable to wake Lee up. A doctor was summoned and spent 10 minutes attempting to revive Lee before sending him by ambulance to Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Lee was declared dead at arrival. That's sad stuff, guys. We should be joking
How
about it.
did he die? His brain just stopped working?
Yeah, he just cuckoo.
Huh. Anyways, our
It's
next
funny
movie
how
up.
fleeting life is. One of
Our
the
next
fittest
movie-
people in the world could just die, you know? It's sad stuff. It's really...
Oh, shut up.
Our next movie is Parasite. This one is
Oh, I love
directed
this
by
one.
Bong
10 out
Joon-ho.
of 10. A+. I love this one. was
Parasite follows the story of a family who starts chilling with another family. Some stuff goes down. Nick, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts on Parasite?
I wish it wasn't so hyped up for me. It deserves the hype 100%, but it was hyped up to so much of a degree for me that it made my experience worse. But overall, I think this is a very quality movie and very enjoyable movie. But people were saying, "Oh my god, it's literally like one of the best movies ever," and that just worked it up so like high in my expectations that it couldn't live up to it. But overall, other than that, I think this was a fantastic movie, and I would love to see more.
Wait, did you not finish it?
I did finish it. I meant like more movies from this guy, even though he has made other movies. I don't really care.
Just saying more is very ambiguous, Nick. I'm not quite sure what that
Do you
means.
have to
Parasite too.
pick apart everything I say?
No, just that. It was so ambiguous. Like Parasite 2? Parasite 3?
Parasite 2. Imagine if they made a second one.
That'd be kind of fun. Well, they're making
isn't
they're
someone,
making a
like-
TV show based on
Someone
Parasite.
making an English version of it?
No, they're making a TV show based on Parasite.
Yeah, they should make like a second one, like straight to DVD.
That sounds really stupid.
And it would have a really
extremely
crappy
stupid.
DVD cover.
Like,
Yeah.
how is a TV... Ugh.
I feel like a TV show would ruin it, but whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no,
well,
seriously.
they're making one on HBO anyway, so.
That's what's extremely stupid.
Yeah, it is.
I don't get HBO sometimes.
What does HBO stand for?
Homeboy.
Hollywood Broadcasting.
Oh.
Wow.
I have no clue. Nick, you're the fact checker. You look it up.
All right. Okay. Let me just.
You've checked no facts so far. This checked no facts this episode. Bahul checked the Bruce Lee thing. No, my turn, Bahul.
Home box
My
office.
turn. What?
I think it's exciting that a Korean movie, like a foreign language movie, won Best Picture. I think this is like the first time it happened, and that's pretty crazy. Like whoa.
Yes.
And I think it's very interesting, and I really like this movie. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it should have won foreign film. I don't think it deserved it. I think Best Picture makes sense. The foreign film was pretty stupid. It's pretty. I don't want to say the word, but it's pretty stupid, and I'm not going to say the word but I'm thinking of it. Anyway, you, Robert.
I don't think it's stupid because the category is Best International Feature, and it's whatever international feature is the best, and it just so happened that Parasite was. Can you guys hear my dogs?
Ooh,
I can hear rattling.
I cannot. Yeah, I can barely hear anything.
Pause. Gotcha.
Hey.
Oh yeah,
I
sorry
got the
for the
timestamp.
interruption, guys. We got Robert back.
Resume.
Anyways, so
Hey, I haven't said my thoughts yet. Parasite is an incredible movie, in my opinion. I gave it a very, very high score. It's my number one movie of 2019. It's incredibly suspenseful. It feels like it creates its own genre. Literally everything has already been said about it, like already. And just throwing it out there on Letterboxd, it is currently the highest rated movie ever and the most popular movie ever. And I think to have that's like such an achievement. And to be able to do that, a movie has to be like an absolute masterpiece. And I honestly could see future generations looking back at this and calling it at least one of possibly the greatest movie of all time. The way that like we look back on The Godfather now. Anyways. Oh. Nick.
What?
Facts. Oh wait, no, scores. Scores. Nick, what's your score?
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
I'm gonna give it a 9.75.
Wow.
I'm gonna give it an A+.
Michael?
We're
talking about Parasite, by the way.
It was
Out of 10.
it's about as good as I think the Guinness Book of World Records 2015 edition was.
It's
I was gonna buy that. I think I was gonna buy the 2013 one. I was gonna buy the 2013 one, but then I saw that the 2014 one came out. I was gonna buy the 2014 one, but then I thought, oh, they're gonna make one every year. I'm just gonna buy like the last one, but then I realized they're never gonna have a last one. I'm just gonna die.
You're projecting
for a
right
last
now.
one. And that's it. Yeah.
What does that mean, Nick?
Projecting means like you're spewing out all of your emotions at once on us for no reason.
That's called free association.
Okay. So I have two facts. So the first one was when an interviewer asked if who's the director of Parasite? I forget his name. Bong Joon-ho or something like that.
Michael just pulled up a picture of a PragerU football player, and it says MVP. He's smoking a big cigar. Anyways, Nick, yeah.
We are not political. We are not political.
No,
On
Shut
this
up.
podcast.
political.
We do not
Nick,
condone anything related to politics, be it PragerU or anti-PragerU. We love everyone.
What's the
Except for Nazi Germany. We do not like Nazi Germany.
Bong Joon-ho.
Anyways, when asked if he thought his movie was good, being Parasite, he said, "I hope it is." And the second one is like the family's phones that they like go on all the time or whatever. Their family's phones still work after being drenched by a bunch of rain and an entire flood that went up to their necks, and they still work. How crazy!
Wait, like in real life, or that just happened in the screenplay?
In the movie, like it's a continuity error.
Oh, gotcha. Huh. Yeah,
That's
you better
stupid.
let Bong Joon-ho know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'll text him.
we have
Maybe
finally
that's the
gotten
greatest movie
through.
of all time.
We have finally gotten through all 9 of these freaking movies. So now you're on.
He needs some milk.
So now we're on to the game review, and this week we are going to review a very classic game, Minecraft. So let's go in reverse order. Let's go. Just so you know, Michael just changed his background to a post about being kind to people, and well, he'll change his background to a picture of Steve from Minecraft, but he's incredibly buff, and he's carrying a whole tree on his back. Anyway. So our game review this month will be Minecraft. Minecraft is a game. I don't know. Let's go in reverse order this time. Let's go Michael, Pahul, Robert, Nick. So Michael, what are your thoughts on Minecraft?
I think one of the beautiful things about this game is that it gives you the power to do literally anything. It's in a world that is, I think, 30 million by 30 million blocks wide, which is virtually an infinite landscape to do basically anything. You can take any block and move it anywhere else. You're able to create farms that enrich your world. And I think that the amount of freedom, the amount of freedom that you're able to have in this game is incredible. You see technical players that have built entire computers within this game that can do equations like 7 times 4. And
I could do that.
But can you build a computer inside of Minecraft that does that?
I can just do that on paper, Michael, or use my calculator like a normal person. I don't need to boot up Minecraft just to do it. Like in the middle of the SATs, I'm not going to go on join game and then start.
Oh, that'll be awesome, though.
Actual like Minecraft calculator, you know?
I watched the
Like,
video
I
of
can't
the
do
guy
that.
doing that, and it took his Minecraft calculator, I think, like 7 minutes to do 7 times 7.
That is why I'm not scared of AI. You know, bring it on, AI. I want to kick your butt.
You say that now and
Yeah.
just wait till they own the world. I love you, AI. Now I'm going to be
I'll
their
go
pet.
all Terminator on their butt, like.
Terminator is the machine, so the machines will go Terminator on you.
Who killed Terminator? Who was the one who killed Terminator?
What do you mean?
John Connor.
Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor killed the Terminators, right?
Well,
Or
which
something?
Terminator movie?
Oh my god, there's so many of them. I don't even know. Moving on. I like Minecraft. Moving on. Robert's turn.
Wait, did you say you don't like it or you do like it?
Oh, I like it. I enjoy Minecraft.
Good to know. Okay, Minecraft is a childhood game for me, as it is for many, and it took me a while to get into it, but after kind of getting into building recently, I have a lot of fun with Minecraft. And I think it's a very enjoyable game, and there's it's a game that has where you can do virtually anything in it, and there's also multiple games that you can play within the game, and I just think that that's pretty cool. It's a very creative it was a very creative game that kind of defined a generation of kids, so even if you don't like it, you at least have to appreciate it. And that's my thoughts.
I think Minecraft is one of those games that was like an accidental success. Like a Marcus Persson was not trying to create.
Notch
Was not trying to create a good game when he was making this. It just accidentally. What, Robert?
Who goes out and spends hours, hundreds of hours on a game and is like, I don't want this game to be good.
He didn't. He spent like a few days and made like a very demo version of Minecraft as like a little like coding project. Anyways, and it accidentally like became such an amazing concept. Like I feel like it's like the same as like the invention of like chocolate chip cookies or something like that. Like it was an accidental invention, but it became like a worldwide success. And I think the best games come from accidents because I mean, if it's not even meant to be good then it would have to be extremely good to be even considered like competent. And so I think Minecraft is like the best example of this. And I've spent like well over probably a year playing this game like full through and it's like the game I've played most throughout my life, and I don't know why. I just kind of like can't stop playing it. But anyways, yeah, it's Not my favorite game, but it's one of my favorite games, and I love it a lot.
Nick, you're not an amazing game, so I don't agree with your statement. Michael, what is your score for Minecraft?
What?
What is your score for Minecraft? This podcast has been such a mess, I swear.
4.
Out of 5.
Out of?
4.
Okay. Pahul.
I'm gonna give it an A-.
I will give it a 9.5.
I will also give it a 9.5.
Are you kidding me? That is an obvious 10. You have dumped a year of your life into that game.
I don't think it's a 10.
It's just baffling to me. All right, for the rest of the podcast, I'm briefly going to go over movies that have hit VOD and give my general thoughts, and then we will move on to your user-submitted questions. So,
Damn,
first-
how far are we into the podcast, Nick?
yeah,
An hour and 13 minutes.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, it's
I
not
thought
too
it was
bad.
like 2 hours at this point or something.
yeah. Okay, so recently on March 27th, I Still Believe hit VOD. This is a faith-based movie that I did not enjoy very much. You can go to the first episode to see my thoughts on it. The Call of the Wild also came out, which was pretty good. It had Harrison Ford. You had Downhill, which wasn't great, but it's just an okay family drama comedy that you could watch if you want to. Portrait of a Lady on Fire also came to VOD and also on Hulu, and that is a movie I recommend tenfold. It is one of my favorite movies of 2019. I just rewatched it, and it shot up from number 13 on my list to number 4. It is absolutely incredible, and I implore that you all go watch it. On March 31st, we had Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, which I'm not even going to comment on. We also had The Current War, which was a movie about like light bulbs or something. I don't remember it very well. It wasn't great. We also had Sonic the Hedgehog, which was more fun than I expected, and Bad Boys for Life, which was very enjoyable. So anyway, now that we are down with all of that, let's move on to our user-submitted questions. Anybody want to fill a minute while I pull them up?
I have them right here. I'll start.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's have our special guest read these user-submitted questions.
So I have a question for you, Fahul, and it's specifically for you. It's from Kennedy E. Laney.
Dope.
What has Pahul been up to lately? Question for only Pahul. And also, how long do you think shelter in place will last?
How long do you think shelter in place will last?
I'm sorry.
Well, today was not a good day, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dentist.
Today I was gonna go to my orthodontist. I was thinking of getting my braces off. I was feeling it, but orthodontists are closed, so I'm stuck with my braces. As you can see right here, that's my braces.
Nobody can see it. This is a podcast.
But you guys can see it, and I have my braces on me, so that sucks. But other than that, I think it's been, I didn't change up my PJs today. PJs, and it's been pretty chill. You know, I've been chilling. I've been enjoying life, 1 minute at a time. And what was the other? Oh yeah, the shelter. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not the governor of California. I'm not Gavin Newsom, so I'm not gonna make any official statements about that. You guys should follow him. I think it's at Gavin Newsom at Twitter. He knows what's up. Anyway, that's it. Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Question
Michael.
for the group. So Will Cooper wants to know, man, wasn't Kim, the poor family in Parasite, crazy hot? You have to admit it.
Okay. Will Cooper, you've asked me this multiple times in A-Push, and no, I don't get it. Please stop
I think she was
asking
cute.
everyone this. Like, okay, yeah, sure, but like, stop asking everyone this. We get it. You like her. Now go watch the movie again and again before you get sick of her. That's it. That's what I have for Will Cooper.
I don't know. I agree with Nick. I thought she was cute, but if Will had asked me that multiple times, I would be annoyed as well.
Nick, how are you and what have you been up to lately?
Asked by who?
Nick.
No, asked by Fidget Fam Squad.
I've been pretty good. This is a pretty stupid question. Can we move on?
Joe Leprick Gaming
No, Jack Lopritch Gaming. Thank you very much. Our special guest in 2 weeks.
asks
Spoil
Cars
it.
3. Cars
Yeah.
3. That's the question.
Yeah.
Oh, I recently wait. Is it like reviewing Cars 3?
It just
No,
says
it just
Cars
says Cars 3.
You know what? I watched all the Cars movies in a row recently, and I have to say, ranking them, I think it goes Cars, Cars 2, Cars 3.
Yeah,
Perfect
that is
order.
numerical order. So
I would say that
and
Cars
like
3 is
ratings
way
wise.
better than Cars 2. Cars 2 is garbage.
Boo, boo.
Okay, Boomer. What's the next question?
Willa A. Davis asks, who is your favorite actor?
wait, isn't it
A.
Adilla Wavis?
No, Nick. If they submit
Oh,
questions, so we
shoot,
don't
yeah.
have to change around their name.
Right.
Okay.
Willa A. Davis asks, who is your favorite actor? A. Adam Driver. B. Adam Driver. C. Adam Driver. Tough question.
I will start by saying that he is not hot. He's not hot at all.
You know what?
He's ugly.
I find him attractive, and again, like we've covered multiple times in this podcast, not because of he's a dad or something. I just find him like he's a fairly cute guy. I'd go on a date if I saw him at a bar, and if I were homosexual, I'd be like, damn, send that guy a drink, send that guy a martini. I want to get his phone number.
C. Final answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go A.
I want to go B. No A.
Rebel.
No. Decline to ask. Answer. Decline to answer. Sorry.
Okay, Whoop Wap asks, favorite Hammer horror movie?
Yeah, what is a Hammer horror movie?
Hammer horror.
I'm gonna look this
I think
up.
I think it's horror movies that have hammers in them.
What about an axe horror movie? That sounds really cool.
Ooh, an axe horror movie. That would be like the movie
He's
Psycho.
just gonna pull his axe up. We all know what this is going to. Oh, it's a film studio that have been making movies for a really long time. I am gonna be honest. I have not seen their super well reviewed ones. None of these are super well reviewed. I have not seen The Lodge, which is their well reviewed one. So I'm gonna have to go with The Woman in Black, Angel of Death. Which is a
Daniel
terrible
Radcliffe.
I'm gonna go with The Vampire Lovers.
What is that movie about?
I don't know, but it looks pretty cool.
A peaceful hamlet in 18th century Eastern Europe is home to a female vampire with lesbian tendencies who ravages the townsfolk. Years earlier, she killed off all of her fellow vampires. Interesting. Nick, any comment?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb in 1964. That is 1 hour and 21 minutes.
Dang, that's just feature length. If you're 2 minutes shorter, you wouldn't be feature length.
I thought it was 80. Oh wait.
You just said it was 1 hour and 21 minutes.
Sorry. Shut up.
Wow. Okay. Anyways, that is that the last question?
Let me see. No, we have one more.
Okay.
Ian the Blank 02 wants to know,
Ugh.
where
Sorry.
are the gay movies when gay is a sin?
No, it says why are there gay movies?
Oh, that's a good point.
I'm gonna start by saying that gay movies are really good, and you should all go watch Portrait of a Lady on Fire because it's on Hulu and it's a gay movie.
I'm gay. You hear that, Berkeley?
Nick?
Yeah.
No, Paul. Sorry.
I don't think anyone has the right to criticize someone for what they find attractive. I think you love who you love. It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight. You just gotta you just let it be, man. Yeah. But I'm not gay. I'm heterosexual.
Nick, can you play the clap sound effect?
Yeah.
21.
What a
Oops.
great subversion of expectation. So that's the last question, right? Right, Michael Bunty?
Yes.
All right. Well, that concludes this third episode of the Film Studies Club podcast. We promise to get
Please
better
rate
next
us.
time.
Please tweet at that at Pahol Chabra and rate this episode, please.
Well, okay, speaking
My
of that,
pleasure.
Let's
what is
rate it
your
right
Twitter
now.
handle and where can people contact you?
Oh, let me. You know what? You guys go around. I'm gonna check to make sure I'm giving out right information.
Okay. You can find my movie reviews on the Clever Critics on YouTube, or follow me at robert.burke9.
And www.theclevercritics.com. That's your YouTube.
Yeah, you can also go there for my reviews. Nick, where can the good people reach you?
They can't. I'm non-existent on the internet. My Minecraft username is Squirt.
You have a lot of Minecraft usernames. And Michael, where can the good people reach you?
159424 at suhsd.net.
In case you want to email a school email. And Pahul, do we have those good credentials?
At Pahol_Chabra, and that's my Twitter. My Instagram is zach.lorge, and that's it. I think that's all. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
All right. And
Chabra
right
has 2
before
H's.
What?
Chabra has 2 H's, by the way.
Oh, it does.
That's true.
So before we leave, I think that we also did this on the last podcast, but I'll let you know who our special guest will be next week. It is going to be my French teacher.
No! Oh my God! This is a special reveal. Jesus Christ!
No, we revealed Michael on the last episode, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but this is profi. You know, we got a special reveal.
We can just cut this
There
out.
has to be like a
No.
we have-
I want to debate this because we're going to have to give questions on our Instagram, and we're going to have to say that it's Profa then.
I'm with Robert here.
We could have made an announcement trailer or something, but fine.
This is the announcement trailer. Coming next week to
It's
the Film
Profa
Studies
Rager.
Club podcast.
Madam
Madam
Ray.
slash Profa
Rager
Rager.
at suhsd.net.
Coming
Yes,
to
that's-
discuss Kasi
Is her
and
is her
for
real
my-
name Madam or
other movies. Coming next week.
That's
Yeah.
true.
All right.
Awesome.
I think that's it. So, Nick, you can start playing the outro
So
music
hungry.
now.
So God, I'm hungry. Like,
Um,
oh God, I can't wait for food, dude. Oh wait, is it like? Wait, are we still rolling? Oops.
Yeah. Anyways, Michael, thank you for coming on. This has been the
Oh, yeah,
Film,
thank you,
Film
Michael.
Studies Club
Thank you.
podcast.
I love all you people very much. I want to hug you and kiss you between the eyebrows.
But
Bye,
not
bye,
right now,
got
because
you,
we need to
bro.
maintain social distancing.
Okay. Bye bye.
Let's bro fist.
Bye.
Bro fist.
Brofest. Yeah.